In my last video, I spoke about the personal prosperity system and how it can help us find happiness and fulfillment in our lives. But before we dig deeper into the personal prosperity system, I would like all of us to reflect on one very interesting story. I think that is going to give us more insights into what happiness is all about, what fulfillment is all about. Coming up. What is going on? My name is Ramesh and welcome to another video on Mudgal's Musings, a channel dedicated to increasing your productivity. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing because I keep posting one video every single week to help you increase your productivity. And don't forget to click that bell icon so that you don't miss out anything exciting on this channel. The story I'm going to tell you about is of two boys from Canada who had a funny and crazy idea one Sunday afternoon. They rounded up three goats from their neighborhood and actually painted those goats with the numbers on the sides. Number 1, number 2 and number 4. And then they let loose these goats into their school, in the compound to roam around and in the building to roam about. Well, the next day morning when the school authorities opened the school gates and entered the building, they could find that something was not okay. Something was wrong. They could smell something fishy. So they went about looking for things, and as they looked around the school, they could find that the goat droppings were there at the staircase, they were there in the corridors, and they were there in a few other places. So they launched a search party. They started looking for the goats. So after some time they discovered goat number 1, and then they went around some more people. They discovered and they found goat number 2, and finally after some more time of search, they were able to find even goat number 4. Well, when they rounded up all these 3 goats, they discovered the fact that there was no goat number 3. So they continued the search because they assumed that there is definitely going to be one more goat. If there are 4 goats, then one goat is missing. Where is goat number 3? So they declared off to the school. Everybody, the teachers, the staff, the administrative staff, even the students, they started looking for goat number 3. And obviously they could not find goat number 3 for the simple fact that goat number 3 did not exist. This story sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Well, it is more like the lack of fulfillment or the lack of happiness in our lives. We are probably searching for that goat number 3, the lack of fulfillment or the lack of happiness. It is something that actually it may not be existing in our real lives. We're looking for something that is elusive. Perhaps that kind of perfect happiness, that kind of perfect fulfillment does not exist. Well, it could be in relations, it could be in job, it could be in studies or in colleges or in any walk of life, any area of life. We are perhaps looking for something that actually doesn't exist. So how best can we come out of this kind of a circle, this kind of a situation? We can come out of this kind of a situation by looking at the things that are already existing in our lives. It could be the relations, it could be the family members, it could be our friends, it could be our well-wishers, it could be the things that give us happiness most, it could be the music that you love, it could be the programs that you watch, it could be the painting that you do that is bringing in a lot of happiness to you. Or it could be the little posts that you're putting on social media. I think there are many little ways which are already existing in our lives that are giving us a lot of happiness, and quite often we overlook those things which are very obviously available to us to give us that happiness and fulfillment, and we try to kind of chase something that is not existent, and if at all it is existing, it is perhaps existing so far away that we waste our entire lives looking for that aspect. What conclusion do we draw from this story? Does the story tell us to stop aspiring? Does the story tell us to stop dreaming? Does the story tell us to stop from improving our productivity or acquiring new skills? No, I don't think so. The story is not telling us to do that. The story is sending a very subtle message which simply says don't go after things which are not real, which don't actually exist, or probably which may not become reality at any point of time. So instead, what do? We have to cultivate the habit of enjoying the things that we are having. We have to cultivate the habit of using the relations that we are having, thriving on those relations, valuing those relations, building on those relations. And if you already have those skills, hone those skills, improve those skills, and have a structured plan so that you chalk out and you chart out a progress or path for yourself. As promised in my last video, I will surely be sharing some of the tools and techniques that I've learned, I have read, I've studied from the internet, and also from some of the books which are definitely available for anyone to kind of purchase and read. But for this video, that's it. Till I see you next time, have a wonderful time ahead. Bye bye.